Hello, I'm Candace from Newark, Texas, and this is the Wally Show podcast.
Candace is Candace Poe, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right, yeah. Candace is our biggest fan in DFW.
Oh.
Yes.
I had no idea. Welcome, Candace.
She gets that title. So to start things out, all three of us have some really big news for exciting things going on in our lives. Mine, I'll go first, is that I got family pictures done yesterday.
Yay!
Yeah, with the dog too. And I'm a little nervous about what people are going to think as the photos get posted, but I'm also really excited because we posed Hadley like she was a child.
Did you dress her up in bonnets and stuff?
I got her a flower.
You
for
did?
her collar, yeah.
Did you carry her like a baby?
No.
Did you put her in a stroller?
We didn't,
Then
but
you have nothing to worry about.
okay, good. We did one cute little pose where she's just on her two paws and then we're each holding a paw.
Which is precious.
Like a little kid holding a parent's. It's so cute. I can't handle it.
What are you nervous about other people saying?
People who don't have pets are like, pets aren't kids. Go put that dog outside. I don't know. I don't know. People get really, really weird about it. And I know that it's like we go to the extreme sometime. But I mean, that's what our focus is on. And I don't think it's that wrong.
Don't be insecure about it. If you're going to be the dog's mom, own it.
So you're going to do family photos with you and Clem?
Yes. Christmas photos.
Oh, that reminds me.
I think it would be so funny.
That reminds me, Betty. Yesterday we went to the dog store to buy her flower, and the lady behind the counter had her little Yorkie in one of those wraps that you carry babies in, like the wraps that you do yourself. Yeah. And the Yorkie was just sitting there all happy, cool, content with life.
I don't know.
So you could do that with Clem. Put her in a sling.
She would kill everyone, including me. She would gnaw my throat.
Zach has good news and big news. He is going to his favorite place on earth.
Yay, Ohio!
Stupid.
Wow, you set the bar real low.
Have you ever been?
No.
Didn't think so.
I've been a lot.
Yes, see?
And
so
I don't like it.
You've driven through it.
No, my brother's lived. One of my brothers still lives there.
He lived in a place where I've lived, and it's maybe not the most exciting part of Ohio.
I've been to a lot of not exciting parts of Ohio.
Well, that's not fair to judge the exciting parts of Ohio, then, is it?
Yes, it is. It's totally fair. It's totally fair.
Yeah.
But you're going to see family?
Yes. I have a new, niece and nephew. Yeah, it's a boy. Two new babies I haven't met yet.
Wow, you really
in person.
care about them.
Yeah. Did I meet one of them already? I can't remember.
There's that many kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're
How many
like
grandkids
rabbits.
do your parents have?
It might be 14 if I'm
Wow.
okay. 4 plus 5
9
plus 2 plus
11.
3.
14.
Yeah, 14.
Wow.
Between 4 kids.
Yes.
That is crazy.
And I have 2 sisters that I just assume are always pregnant, so 2 on the way.
I get that.
That's not breaking news. I just always assume.
How many have they had?
5 and 3, but the one with 3 has only been married for 3, 4, 5 years, something like that.
Do they want that many? Or are they stopping? Or?
Children are a blessing from the Lord, Betty.
So they are.
I think so.
continuing.
Yes. I don't know this, but I always assume they're pregnant.
I get that. I have friends like that. I was thinking the other day, I wish that there were a collective term for nieces and nephews.
Right.
Like,
and a gender neutral one.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't wait to see my
grandkids, kids,
cousins, my siblings' kids. Yeah,
there's nothing for that. And it's just so wordy when I'm like, my niece and nephews. Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Betty has big news too. She went shopping yesterday.
Yes, I did. I was like, what is my big news? I went and I got Easter candy. That's about as big
But did
as
you
it
pay
gets.
full price?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
It was
no,
Easter
you didn't.
pastel candy. So I got the M&Ms and the Reese's. And I haven't told my mom yet because I'm not supposed to eat a lot of chocolate.
You're 30 years old.
It's a health issue. I'm not supposed. I actually had one point. I remember when I was growing up, I was in high school, and I would get out like a bag of those Reese's that was like the little bitty Reese cups, and I would wrap each of them, individually, and I'd roll up the little paper in like a little ball, and I'd stack them. And I mean, I would fill a bowl full of these wrappers, and eventually my heart started skipping beats, and they said, "Do you eat a lot of chocolate?" And my mom was like, and so yeah, she doesn't want me to eat a lot of chocolate.
Wow. Maybe you shouldn't eat so much chocolate.
I know.
I'm going to call your mother. after the show.
Don't. She'll make me get rid of them.
I was feeding Anna yesterday, and she
Oh,
was,
really? Yeah, you're in a conversation.
this ties back in. She started refusing everything. I'm like, okay, you're full. No more. And then I brought out some Easter candy. I bought her like a chocolate marshmallow kind of thing. And all of a sudden she was starved again because she
So it
loved
begins.
that.
She's less than 1%. Zach, get off her back.
I know. She's so underweight that I feel like we almost have to do that now, but I couldn't give her the whole thing still because I'm like, that much sugar for something that weighs that little can't
But she
be good.
loved it.
Oh, she loved it.
Oh.
She didn't sleep last night. I don't know if that's correlated. I think she fell asleep at 2.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. How is she going to do on this trip?
I have no idea. We haven't traveled with her since she was probably 6 months, give or take. So I have no idea. It could be miserable. Could be easy, but
Gonna
She get her a
find out.
puppy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the last time y'all had to stop every time she wanted to eat.
yeah, the last time it took us 8 hours to go the first 3 hours.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and then she fell asleep, and the rest of the way was nonstop. But yeah, so
My own brother and sister-in-law, their kids are so bad in the car that they never travel during the day. They
Yeah.
always leave after work, like at 6 o'clock at night or whatever.
yeah, we're
and
gonna
travel
leave
through
it
the night.
probably 1 in the afternoon. So I
Today?
think So I think half of it will be when it's dark, hopefully.
What's
And the
wrong
other
with
half she'll be screaming.
What time are you hoping to get there?
I bet realistically 1 in the morning.
Oh, my
If
goodness.
I were a betting man. Sorry, mom and dad.
How long of a drive should it be?
It could be 8.5 if
And
you're.
it's going to be 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
That's what I'm preparing myself for. And then if it's better, then. But like last time we drove, she was still nursing a lot, and really she could make it the whole way without nursing because that always
yeah.
you have to stop, and that takes half an hour or whatever at the time, and so it should be quicker.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I
good
hope
luck.
So.
Yeah.
And have a safe trip.
And she is a gift from the Lord.
She is. I know I give you a lot of grief for bringing up Anna all the time and showing pictures, but she's super
She's
cute.
so cute.
I get excited when I see pictures on Instagram.
Oh, thank you.
And
I
I'm
post
pretty
a lot of
anti-kid, so yeah. No, she's cute.
Thank you.
In actual news we didn't get to, you might have seen this story over the weekend, but cops in Texas decided to try to crack down on drugs, and they went with an interesting tactic. They set out a press release saying that a new batch of meth had tested positive for Ebola, and if anyone wanted to bring theirs in to get tested to make sure it didn't have Ebola, they could to the police station. And one woman fell for it.
Oh my word.
She brought in her drugs to get it tested at the police station, and of course she got arrested and she is in jail.
But
my word.
she does not have Ebola.
Oh, good news.
So at the end of the day, it was a pretty good day
Silver
for her.
lining.
Good day. Well, in case you haven't been able to tell by now, I don't think I've mentioned on this podcast, Wally is still gone. I've literally already forgotten about him. If you want to see what life is like behind the scenes while he is gone, we have a video up at facebook.com/Wally Show of Betty and I helping Zach with a project.
He
You're
just
such a big
said that
help.
he needed someone to stand on this mark. So you stand on this mark and he has a camera facing you. You're not going to just do a normal smile.
Is that what you're not going to do? It was a very
Not what
abnormal
normal
smile.
people do.
I'm not going to help him at all. That's what I
Becca's face
decided to do.
destroyed me. It was so funny. Yeah, so we got some new lighting gear and some new video gear, and like you can't test that stuff without people. So
Yeah,
thank you.
and I did my job. I don't know
Yes.
why people are so
surprised
upset
you didn't
about
call up Sarah and say, "Bring Anna."
it. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Oh, brother.
We're leaving for a trip today, so
But since Wally is gone, we are going to play the 3 strikes game. And guess what? I finally get to be the evil controller of this game, and I have all
feel
the
like Zach
answers.
should have the chance because Wally always picks on you.
Nah,
when it
I
comes
want him to be
this.
wrong. I think that'd be
game.
fun. But the good news for Potties is that we are going to give a prize out with this. So this is the top 10 list of the weirdest things about America, according to people from other countries. And so if they fail to get 5 answers on this list, Potties have a chance to message us on Facebook, facebook.com/Wally Show, and let us know what they think the answer is. The first 3 people that get an answer right off this list, we will send you a prize. And I want to put an expiration date on this because I'm still getting noodle emails. This expires at 11:59 tonight, March 29th.
wow.
I
So
know.
only for people who listen day of.
I know. I'm sorry.
That's hardcore.
It's
Push on your
exclusive.
toes. Next time, people will download the podcast earlier.
Yeah. I better get it posted soon enough. Okay, so top 10 list of the weirdest things about America according to people from other countries. Who would like to start?
I'll go.
Okay.
How we treat our pets.
Oh, that is weird. Like when they do like family photos and stuff.
Stop it. Just for that. That gives me so much joy.
Oh,
That's
geez.
not on the list. Weird. Okay, Zach.
Okay, I'm going to go with that we're all fat. Because that's what we hear all the time when we're in Africa is how fat Americans are.
Yeah.
That we're all fat.
Overweight. Come on.
Overweight.
You
Health issues.
Yes. Largeness.
Largeness. What else could be large?
The country, the
Stomach?
land.
Too late. Wrong. Not on the list.
Oh,
I guess
geez.
people don't really make fun of us for our weight. Okay, Betty, all comes
Wow,
down
we
to
already
you.
have 2 strikes.
The weight is on your shoulders.
Can I consult with Zach?
I'll allow.
What do
Wow.
you think about something like what we allow in our food? You know, like odd things. That's not my answer.
Like, so our diet, like what we eat.
Yeah. Or do you think that there's something better?
Yeah.
I know there's like
Oh,
chemicals
wait.
we use that other countries outlaw. I see that on Facebook all the time.
I'm getting mixed signals from her.
No, it's one pretty dominant signal.
Maybe I read too much into it. Okay, so what would you guess?
I had a second guess that I thought was really good, and I can't remember it now. Do you remember what I said? It.
No, I'm not doing your job for you. I'm the master and commander.
You said it was number 2 on your list. What is it?
No.
Oh, maybe how much athletes get paid? Do they do that overseas?
Football players do overseas.
What about movies? Is there something to do with? They love our music, but movies?
Maybe it's how beautiful we are. How we
Freckled
waste
we are?
our money. How
How big our feet are.
yes, go with that.
No.
I was trusting Betty to get this one wrong, so we wouldn't have to come back to me for an answer.
I need your help.
Okay, 5.
I'm going to go with how much we dye our hair. I don't know.
Thank you.
I panicked.
No, 3 strikes, which means
Wow.
for potties, you have 10 options on this list. And
You're welcome, potties.
Our gift to you.
so facebook.com/Wally Show. Message if you think you know the answer, something on the list. And if you're one of the first 3, you will win a prize.
Warning, this is a horrible list. It's impossible to get
so
any of
think of
these,
something
obviously.
that you don't think is going to be there, and it will be.
This is the thing about this. I mean, we always complain about these lists, guys, but maybe it's a good thing that they're so random so they're not easily Googleable.
Googleable?
Googleable.
Is that a thing?
It's totally a thing. Guys, you need to trust the list, okay? You need to believe in the list.
I'm going to remind you of this next time we play, and then he says, no, wrong.
No. Well,
Trust
I'm
the
master
list.
and commander.
Oh,
It's a
Lord.
good thing.
All right, that's enough.
Next week, maybe not. All right, that's going to do it for your precast on with podcast, which is just news and least of these because Wally is gone.
And you're not disappointed.
Maybe a little.
Here's what you need to know. It's the Wally Show News.
And first, a story that's still kind of unfolding. Today, an Egypt air flight from Alexandria to Cairo was hijacked, and the hijacker forced the flight to be diverted to Cyprus. Now, the plane was carrying 56 passengers who were all allowed off the plane when it got to Cyprus, but some crew members are still on board. Apparently, they're not treating it like an act of terrorism. The hijacker is working alone, and he's trying to get in contact with his ex-wife, who is in Cyprus.
wow.
Yeah, still a terrifying
independent
situation.
thing.
Yeah, and he's claiming that he has explosives, and of course, it's a really, really
But
scary
he allowed
situation.
the plane to land and let the passengers go.
Right. So he's just trying to get in contact with his estranged wife, and they're still negotiating it all out.
Oh, my word. Do they say what he used? Like, I guess, is security... I've gone to Africa that one time with y'all, but is security like as up top as it is here in America, or is
You
it...
go through screening about 8 more times than you do here, but I would venture that the quality of the screening is not the same.
Yeah. So who knows what he was able to bring on board, or if he even has anything, or what
Right.
the story is.
Oh, my.
There's a new trend in law enforcement that's controversial, but so far effective. A few cities across the United States, including Richmond, California, are now paying criminals not to commit another crime once they're released from prison.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, but so far it's working. They're even hiring ex-cons to serve as mentors to those who are newly released from prison, and encouraging mentors to help their mentees in any way possible, whether that's giving them a ride home after they've made some bad decisions, or even paying to to send them on a trip just to get them off the streets for a little bit. And it's only been in place for a little bit, this program, but it's been successful. And so other cities are actually looking to copy it.
Because it probably is cheaper in the long run than having so many come back to prison eventually.
Yeah,
But how
I could
much
see
are
that.
they getting?
They say up to $1,000 a month.
So how long does that last for?
I'm not sure how long, because this is a brand new
if someone
program.
is homeless, like, why wouldn't they just commit a felony and then be like, well, I'm going to get paid later because I committed a felony?
This is after they're already released. So yeah, I could see what you're saying, but
If they don't want to work.
I agree with Zach that this actually might be the most cost-effective way, even if it seems odd on the surface, than just having that cycle repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and never go anywhere. Plus, they want the best for their lives, too.
I guess the saying "crime doesn't pay" no longer is valid.
Good
I guess
one,
you wanna get that.
Dad.
Thank you.
And finally, I think we can all agree that we can never truly repay the wonderful people that raised us. But one guy named Stefan is trying to do that. In first grade, he moved in with his grandparents. And at that young of an age, he promised them, I'm going to help you pay off the mortgage someday because you took me in. And they're like, that's cute. Cool. He's now 24 and he's been working nonstop, never spends any money on himself. And he just presented them with $15,000 at 24 years old to pay off the mortgage.
That's precious.
And he had a giant homemade check and everything, and even surprised them with a side trip to the Bahamas on top of it.
wow.
Yeah. He went above and beyond.
That's precious. Is he single?
I can check on that for you.
These are the least important stories out of Hollywood, but nonetheless entertaining. It's the least of these.
It's the least of these, the least of these. What is it? The least of these.
They already
With your
gave you a
favorite host,
jingle.
Betty Rock.
You don't need two jingles.
Well, here it is, and there it is. All right, the era of boy bands might be old news, but the Sci-Fi Channel is trying to bring it back. This coming Friday, they are featuring a movie that is starring guys from the Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees, NSYNC, and wait for it, O-Town 2.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yes, they're
No.
going to be in a movie on the Sci-Fi Channel, and they sang the theme song.
In the end, don't wanna see you fall apart. Don't wanna hear your broken heart. Don't look back, nothing's gonna save us in the end.
Ooh, so dramatic.
What? So even like big shots like Nick Carter.
Nick Carter, AJ, and Howie from the Backstreet Boys. Then the NSYNC guys are Chris, he was the dreadlock guy, and Joey.
Batone.
Yeah, I don't know the O-Town ones, and I don't know the 98 Degrees ones.
That's crazy.
but-
All in the same, like a sci-fi movie.
Yep.
Weird.
That Nick Carter helped write.
That's kind of fantastic.
That is really
That's
fantastic.
going to be a lot of fun.
Is it a musical the entire time?
I don't know, but it could be like the next Sharknado, where it's like so good it's bad.
Yeah, it's going to be a laugh at or a laugh with.
Yeah,
I'm thinking laugh at.
definitely.
Last night was Dancing with the Stars. Did you both watch it?
I did not remember. Nor would I have watched it if I did.
Sure.
I DVR'd it. I haven't gotten to it yet. I know.
Okay, then you may want to plug your ears. But that not yet. Geraldo Rivera started off his routine. I think he's the one guy that y'all don't like at all, right?
He's just not a good dancer.
And he's awkward, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he got very awkward last night when he did a terrible impression of Donald Trump.
Vladimir, hi, it's Donald. That was huge. It was huge.
What?
Because he was on Apprentice, correct? Is
yeah,
that the
that's
tie?
right. I think
okay.
he was.
So they know each other,
Oh, I didn't know that.
but that's still odd.
Well, here's the spoiler alert. He got kicked off.
Oh.
And it might have been just for that impression. Everybody knows you should never ask a woman her age, but on the chance that it does happen, most claim that they're younger than they really are. But that's not the case for 43-year-old actress Cameron Diaz. She actually lies up.
Why?
So she explains it in a recent interview. She said, instead of telling people I'm 35 and they tell me, wow, you should go and get a nap, then I tell them I'm 49, which they respond with, oh my word, you look fantastic.
That is genius.
I know. So you look better, I guess, because there, at some point you're going to level out and you're going to look like your age. And so if you lie up, then they'll be like surprised. Like I'm 30, I'm almost going to be 31. So if I claim 24, people would be like, oh, really? Okay. But if I said 35, they'd be like, what? No
You
way.
were the best looking person
Holy cow.
ever. You
So
never age.
I might try this out. I had a friend once that I worked with that she did this. She was turning 55, which I didn't know at the time. And I asked her, I said, how old are you this year? And she said 60. And I believed her. But then the next year she said 60 again. And I was like, Becky, why didn't you just tell me you're 60? You told me that last year. She said, oh, I'm just preparing myself.
No.
I was like, oh.
Not a bad idea
I said,
either.
how old are you really? 56. Oh, okay. Well, all right.
So never trust women. Exactly. That's what we've learned.
Here's what's happening today. It's the Wally Show News.
The FBI was finally able to break into the phone of the San Bernardino attacker and is saying no thanks to Apple after they refused to help them, which we've talked about. You can understand when you realize that you really don't want your phone manufacturer to have free pass to everything on your phone. But the FBI used a third party to help unlock the phone and have since dropped their lawsuit against Apple. Some people are saying it makes Apple look bad because people were still able to get past their security measures. But if it took them this long, if it took the FBI this long, I'm not too worried about it.
Right.
Like, that doesn't seem like this big security flaw.
I kind of have a theory that the FBI wasn't able to crack it, but they're just doing this to make Apple look bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they're like, we didn't find anything. We're good.
Moving on. You're still stink, Apple. Kids don't always make the wisest decisions, especially when it comes to internet trends. And there's a new one called the Banana Peel Challenge.
Yeah.
Now it's taking off after like the Three Stooges thing where people slip on banana peels. And so teens are challenging each other to try to walk on a banana peel and see if it's slippery. And here's some audio of a couple kids trying it.
It is slippery. I thought it would be like really bad. Oh, I'm disappointed. Not that.
This is so dumb.
So clearly a lot more slippery than they
So
expected.
it really does work.
Yeah, it really does work. And they're on linoleum floors too, and they kind of have like a running head start and stuff.
And they're trying to slip.
Yeah, they're trying to slip.
How dumb can you be?
I don't know. Back in my day, we never. Yeah. But not every teenager is just falling at home to try to entertain the internet. In fact, some are doing amazing things. 3 years ago, 2 high school students in Illinois saw a homeless man walking in a blizzard. So they actually gave him spare clothes, a jacket, and even money for a train ticket since he was trying to visit his father, who was 2 hours away. Well, fast forward to today. Last month, the high school where those students attended received a check for $10,000
From the homeless guy?
From the homeless guy, who is now a millionaire. He inherited that money after his father passed, and he wanted to donate to the school to thank the boys for what they did.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And
Why was he homeless to begin with?
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
had a
sure.
millionaire father and he was homeless?
I'm
That's
not
so
sure
sad.
his circumstances. Yeah, but he's doing better. He donated the money, and the school is going to use the money to do a humanitarian award program where students can nominate others for random acts of kindness, and then they'll receive $500.
Wow. So help the next homeless guy. He might have a millionaire dad.
You never know. That's the reason you should help anybody. And
Exactly.
always be kind, kids. Well, we had a long conversation about what we could do for the postcast and came up with nothing. But just a reminder, don't email Wally. It'll bounce back to you and get deleted, and join the graveyard of unread emails. He will be back on Monday.
When you can all email him at once.
Yay! Do it!